What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video I got a really cool interior mod for all my E46 boys. So I'm sure as a lot of you guys have seen online on like those fully carbon fiber decked out interiors on those E46s, especially the ones like the M3s that have like the carbon fiber center consoles in them. I just think the carbon fiber center consoles just make the car look so much sportier and so much more sleek on the inside. The only issue is I've been looking around for a really long time now and I literally can't find a center console that's in carbon fiber for under $1,000. So that brings me here today. I'm going to be showing you guys on how to transform your E46 center console into carbon fiber for under $50. So with all that being said, let's go on straight into the video. So to get this job done, we're definitely going to have to take out the center console from the car. So the first thing you're going to want to do is to remove the cup holder and the coin holder. So this will literally just pop off if you pull it off like that. And then this will come along with it the same way. Just like that. Next, what you want to do is to pull off the e-brake boot just so it's out the way, so when you want to pull off the center console. So for that, you just have to pull up at the top, just like that, and it'll pop out. And then the bottom portion just slips out, just like that, and now that's out of place. So after you have that out, now you want to go to the back and pull the door down, and then basically just push it down all the way, so then this part, the ashtray, can pop out. You want to pull the ashtray out, and then next what you want to do is undo those two Phillips screws right there. After you have those two out, you can basically just pull out this centerpiece now like this. And then all there's going to be is going to be a little cable at the side that you're going to have to disconnect right there, as you guys can see. Because that basically just lights up this little portion over here. So after you disconnect this cable, now there's going to be two more Phillips screws that you're going to want to undo. That sit right there and there. So after you have those two screws out, this little back like corner panel piece just pops off. You just have to work it around where the armrest sits, just right there. But then if you pop it out towards the outsides of the car and then you just pull it off, it'll come out just like that. So now that the back portion is dealt with, now you want to go towards the front. So there's two more screws that sit under this panel right here. So if you guys have an automatic or a manual, it's the same process. You just pull up at the piece right here and then you just pop it off. Push that a bit out the way. And then there's going to be two Phillips screws that sit right there and right there that you want to undo. So after you undo those bolts, you just lift it out the way slightly, and then as you guys can see, the center console is fully loose now. So now we basically just have to pull it up straight. It should go around this just fine, the armrest, and then you just have to kind of angle this in a weird way just so it fits through the hole. But you should be able to pull it straight out. And on top of that, I'm also pretty sure there's supposed to be a cable connected behind here. So I basically just pulled it straight up. I also made sure that the armrest was sitting upright like that. And then also pulling up the e-brake will help you a lot too. And then you just want to disconnect that cable that sits right there. So now the last thing we have to do to the center console is just to take the buttons out. And this is fairly easy because all you have to do is go from behind, push in the two tabs from each side, and then you just push it towards the outside. And then it should just pop out just like that. So you're basically just pushing these two tabs in and pushing out. And now that you guys have everything apart, now's going to be a really good time to clean up all the panels and stuff underneath so it stays nice and clean. So that being said, I'm going to take this inside, clean it up, and then begin the wrapping process. Alright guys, so now I have the center console inside and I made sure I gave it a very thorough cleaning just to make sure that the wrap stick's nice and good on it. I also have a couple squeegees, an X-Acto knife, I also have my heat gun, and of course, the wrap itself, right here. And then other than that, I'm just gonna get on into this. Alright guys, so about 2.5 hours later, this is the result of the wrap. Honestly, it came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Like, it looks nice and clean. Looks much better than how the original one did. There's just one spot over here that I kind of screwed up on. There's like two folds. And I keep trying to stretch the wrap and trying to make it work, but for whatever reason, that won't go away. But other than that, looks nice and clean. Came out good. And of course, like, all these spots like around these edges won't be visible once like the cup holders, the buttons, and the handbrake are in. But other than that, let's go ahead, put this back into the car and see how it looks. Alright guys, so I went ahead and I quickly just slipped on the center console, and guys, just look already. Look how much better this looks. Oh, this looks so good. So I'm just going to go ahead and quickly just button everything back up, put in the cup holders, and then put in the rear section as well. And then we'll see how it looks. And just a quick reminder, you don't want to forget the cables that connect behind here. And make sure you tuck them properly underneath the center console. And as well, you also want to remember that there's one more cable in the back right there that you're going to want to connect to this back portion part that slips right in here. Alright guys, so after everything, this is the final result. I'm definitely super happy with how this came out, especially considering it's a wrap. It's not even dipped or anything, and this actually came out really good. And I'm definitely gonna have to end up swapping out these cup holders, because I know you can find them online for pretty cheap, because these are pretty worn out and they just look old. So I'm gonna definitely have to swap these out. And then the next plan for the interior is gonna have to be changing these trim pieces all around here. What do you guys think I should change it to? Right now I'm thinking I want to change it to Alcantara, but I might change my mind, who knows. Alright guys, so after watching the install, what do you guys think? Honestly, considering this literally only costed me probably like 10 or 15 bucks worth of wrap, with the addition of the center console being really easy to remove and then put back in, the only downside I can really say is that wrapping the center console itself is actually super meticulous, and you do have to be really patient with it. And like, don't get me wrong, like me myself, I am not a professional wrapper by any means. Like, I've only wrapped like a couple small trim pieces inside of a car, maybe like a fog light or a tail light here and there. But other than that, nothing too serious. But so other than that, let me know what you guys think of this quick little DIY that I did on my car. And if you guys have any questions or comments, you could just leave them down below and I'll be more than happy to answer. And if you guys want to see more of my car, you can go ahead and check out my Instagram. I'll leave it on the page somewhere right here. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Try path on the right side, put it up in your mind. But do you ever try the path on the left side?